I've always hated waking up in the middle of the night, trapped in my body while my mind is wide awake. It's a familiar dread, the kind that creeps in slowly, like a dark fog that smothers you from the inside out. But lately, something's changed. I've started seeing him, the smiling man. The first time I saw him, I thought it was just another sleep paralysis hallucination. It was maybe 3 nights ago. I woke up, the weight pressing down on my chest, paralyzed. My eyes flicked toward the door, and there he was. Tall, impossibly lanky, with a grin stretched too wide for any human face. His head was tilted, like a curious animal observing its prey. I told myself it was a dream. It had to be. That's what they say about sleep paralysis, right? Your brain plays tricks on you. But last night, he moved. I woke to that familiar, suffocating pressure, and there he was again, standing in the doorway, watching me. Only this time, he didn't just stand there. His crooked limbs creaked as he took one step, then another. His bones sounded like they were breaking with each movement, but he didn't seem to mind. He moved closer until he stood right next to my bed. I could feel his breath, hot and rancid like decaying meat, on my face. I wanted to scream, to thrash, to run, but I couldn't. I could only lie there helpless while he leaned in, his grin stretching even wider. His lips were cracked, his teeth jagged and black, and he just stood there, grinning for what felt like hours. When I finally broke free from the paralysis, I shot up, drenched in sweat, my heart pounding so hard I thought it might burst. But the room was empty. He was gone, just like that. I convinced myself it was over, that it was only my mind playing tricks. I tried to sleep, but his face, the smile, kept flashing in my mind every time I closed my eyes. Eventually, I passed out from exhaustion. When I woke up this morning, the room was eerily quiet. I sat up, glanced around, half expecting to see him standing there. But no, I was alone. Or so I thought. I got out of bed, walked over to the window to let some light in. That's when I saw it, the reflection in the glass. At first, I thought it was just me, standing there, looking back. But then I saw him, his tall, crooked body, his wide, unnatural grin, and he was standing right behind me. I froze, my blood turning to ice. Slowly, I turned around, but the room was empty. The smile didn't fade, though. It was burned into my mind, as if he was still there, watching, waiting for the moment I let my guard down. And now, as night falls again, I can feel it. His presence, lurking just beyond the edges of the dark. I'm too scared to sleep, but I know it won't matter. Soon, he'll be back. And this time, I don't think he's going to just stand there. He's coming for me.